Hey guys. So somebody asked me a question in the comments a while back, asking if I had a video where I was talking about desires and why people want the things that they want. And I do have, I think, multiple videos about this because it's sort of a quintessential topic that has to do with the manifestation stuff. But I'll just talk briefly about that today because I think this is really understanding this, I think, is a key to let yourself out of a prison cell, especially with things that you have tried to get over and over again and can't seem to get. And the short answer to why do you want something is because you think it's going to provide you with something. There's really no other reason. So you want something because you think it's going to do something for you. You think it's going to make you feel better about yourself. You think it's going to increase your happiness. You think it's going to increase your security. You think it's going to solve a problem. You know, it's going to serve a function. If it wasn't going to, then why would you want it? So the reason that you want things is because you think that they're going to do something for you. And the thing that you think they're going to do for you would provide a certain feeling. So a feeling of relief from stress, a feeling of being loved, a feeling of being valuable, whatever. I mean, you can probably pick apart your desire and figure out what you think it's going to do for you and what that thing will provide, what feeling that thing will provide you with. And this is really sort of a cornerstone of Neville Goddard and Neville Goddard type manifesting, is that really all you have to do is focus on the feeling that you want to feel, that you think that your desire is going to provide for you. Focus on that feeling and start to carry that feeling with you, just generate it. So that instantly sort of relieves the need for the outer thing. That's kind of like the little side benefit. But you carry that feeling with you, and then that feeling creates the outer reality in ways that are beyond knowing and in ways that are obvious. Maybe from that different state of mind or that different state with that feeling involved, you then take a different action that produces a different outer result. And so this topic is also important because as you change who you are, your desires naturally change. And I think when you're coming from sort of a less conscious place, a less self-aware place, like many people in the world are, although, you know, more and more I'm noticing how many people are like really open to this, all this, you know, mind creates reality stuff. Like I'm noticing it more and more. It's becoming way more mainstream, and the average person has been introduced to this at this point, I think. So that's great. Everything is shifting, but you know, when you're coming from a point where you're not really familiar with that, or you're just kind of coming from the you know, whatever, I won't quote any years here. If you're coming from like an older mindset, you know, whether that is because you're older, because your parents instilled it in you or whatever, I think your desires can be more in line with trying to satisfy some sort of societal expectation or others' expectations of you than they are when you become more and more aware that you're creating all of this, and that much of this is an illusion, and that everybody around you is suffering from the same illusion and, you know, drive to get these things to get approval from society and other people that you are. And, you know, the more you realize that, the more you're just like, well, why do I need to do anything to satisfy these people that are suffering from the same malady? And it just becomes more and more about you and who you are. And then when that shift takes place, the things you want become more authentic, I think. You know, they're more about you, and they're more about providing you with a sense of peace and happiness and security in ways that don't so much have to do with the transitory things of the world, if that makes sense. So your desires definitely come from your state of mind and your state of being, and your state of consciousness and awareness. So that's the simple answer to that question. And the simple way to get what you want right now is to figure out what the feeling that you think that thing would provide you with is, and start feeling it. You can feel whatever you want to feel whenever you want to feel it. That's the great secret. Your feeling is that feeling, whatever the thing is you think you're going to get from manifesting a 3D object or person or whatever. You can generate that and have it right now and feel it right now and experience it. If it's an experience, you can experience it in your imagination and satisfy some of that need right now. And it has this sort of magical effect of lowering the feeling of inaccessibility of the thing you want, lowering how much it really matters to you because you realize you can experience some of that without even having it. It just sort of shrinks the whole thing down, and then that thing becomes much more easy to get and experience in your 3D reality. But I think you'll find it's often as good or better in your imagination as it is when you actually get it in person, in reality. So I hope that answered the question in some way that's satisfactory, and I hope that helps somebody. Have a great day.